So Selena, you wanted to know, take you back to that moment. You know, I was such a baby. I was in my 20s when I got the role of Selena, and I just knew right away that it was a huge responsibility. I actually didn't know Selena's music before then. I wasn't really into Spanish music as much, and so I didn't know her as an artist. I was into like all the American music and everything, and my parents listened to Spanish music, and it was like, that's what it is growing up in this country. We all know that. Anybody who's Latino understands that. And now it's so different. Now everybody knows Spanish music. Doesn't matter if you're Latino or not, but which is amazing. But when I took it on, I didn't know, and so I really got immersed in that world. But I knew immediately she meant so much to so many people. I remember seeing her funeral pictures and all the people that showed up, and I was like, whoa, what is this? And I just knew that there was this big role, which there never was a big role for a young Latin girl to be the lead in a film. And I thought to myself, as an actress, I was like, I really want to do this. And I just learned everything I could about her before the audition, not even when I got the role. I just immersed myself in really understanding who she was and her impact. And I wanted to talk to the family right away. They wouldn't let me. They were like, no, you have to audition, and you know, all this stuff. And so it was an amazing ride. But I think it taught me so much, even for playing Judy now. You know, I knew that I couldn't mimic her or, you know, try to do some kind of impression of her. Like, that wasn't the thing. I knew I had to capture the essence of who she was, because the essence of who she was, everybody loved so much. And I was like, who is that? How do you do that with people? How do you bring them into your, and it was her heart. And I think at the end of the day, you know, when Greg chose me for the film, he always says, like, you go with the talent, and he put me in the movie. But I think it was more that we had a similar heart, and I was able to grab onto that with her. And the same thing, like me and Judy being a mom, it was like me and Selena had a similar heart in that way, and I could understand. I understood her joy. I understood how she loved. I would watch her on stage and her dancing, and you know, and I was just like, she's just like, she's just doing it. She's not even, there's no choreography, there's nothing. I was a dancer, you know. I was like, there's just like joy, there's just singing, there's just moving, there's just feeling. There's so much about her. She taught me so much. I didn't even realize at that time I would go on to make, you know, 10 albums or 11 albums. I didn't. I just was at the beginning of my acting career. I had been a dancer before that. You know, I had done the Fly Girl thing. I had, you know, been on TV. You know, I didn't know where my vision was going. I knew I wanted to do all these things, but I didn't know that I, you know, make records so quickly. But she inspired me to, you know, do all of that, and seeing how she handled the public and the grace that she did things with. There was so much about that movie that I carry with me to this day. It was such a big moment, and then, you know, Greg getting me paid, being the first actress to be paid, Latin actress to be paid $1 million. Like, that was a huge, big deal. Like, at that time, nobody had done that, and so there was so much movement in the world because of Selena, and the fact that I was blessed to be able to be chosen to do that.